Hi, this is Mike Confletti of Roughneck Wrestling. So, me and my strength coach there, Big Sean Mirjavati, we spoke about trying to set something up and doing some video blogs and getting some things out, some information out that we've been thinking about. And it's not set up yet, but it's the day before the state championship. So I wanted to put something out there to send out to my guys that I know have been working hard for a whole calendar year since the state tournament last year. First of all, you guys made it, and those of you who didn't, I'm really proud of all of you. You've all sacrificed, and you definitely should have no regrets for the time you put in the room. There's a lot of things that you should keep in mind going into the state championship. Some of you have been there before, but some of you, it's your first run at it, and there's a lot of things that will help you have a successful tournament, I think. From experience, I haven't wrestled in the Michigan State Championships for 28 years, but I've been to a lot of them since then. So a lot of guys will tell you, and a lot of coaches that are very knowledgeable. They want you to think positive thoughts before this weekend, about this weekend, about your technique, about your preparation. Visualize yourself succeeding. Visualize yourself hitting your takedowns, the move that you've been drilling the most, and visualize shutting down your opponent and getting your escapes, and all that stuff works great. A lot of those coaches that are very good at having their guys peak at the right time, they want you to act confident. When you act confident and you're selling it, you are it. You fake it till you are it. Even when you might not be as confident as you should be, act it. Walk around like you're the guy, like you're that confident. Confidence is contagious, and it's learned. I think it's a learned behavior. You do the steps, you take the training, you make things happen so you are more confident, but then you get in there and you start selling it. One of the guys that we've worked with a lot when he was a younger man, Kevin Lee, fought for the UFC title just recently against Tony Ferguson. He was talking like he was a champion. He was going to fight for the title. He was been very confident for years and years, and it happened. That positivity, that vision, that confidence worked out for him, and actually he fought for the title. And I feel like he's going to get it. Even when I didn't believe it at first, 5 years ago. Now I know he's going to get it. But he acts confident. He is confident himself. He's selling it. He's being it. And it's something that works with everybody, and I think it should work with you guys. But I'm a big believer in visualization. I like it when my guys make highlight videos, tapes themselves, wrestling great, hitting awesome moves, putting people feet to back, and I want them to watch it and see these videos, and that's, not just visualizing it in your head mentally, but seeing it. But there's one little visualization, little technique that I like to have all you guys think about and maybe apply to this weekend, the night before the state championships 2018. So as an old wrestler, I like to often think back to my greatest day as a wrestler. And I got a couple days in mind. One is the state championships my senior year of high school. And another one's the national championships my junior year of college. Two great memories, two of my best memories of wrestling. And I think about what was going through my mind before those matches and before those days, and I didn't exactly believe that I could have done some of the things I did, or didn't exactly believe I was going to be a state champ, which I wasn't. I feel like if I believed it, maybe the results would have been different. But I did get the opportunity to win 3 matches in a row at the state tournament my senior year, and I wasn't a guy that wrestled really before high school, so I was basically a 4th-year kid. I made it to the state meet as a junior and got knocked out. It helped my confidence that I was there as a junior, and I felt a little more comfortable there. But what really got me confident in those matches was after the first period, during the coin toss. The first 2 rounds of the state meet, I got the first takedown in both matches, and I gave up a reversal in both matches, and I got an escape. So at the end of the first period, in the round of 16 and the quarterfinals, I was up 3-2. Now, before the coin toss in those matches, I felt like two things. I knew I could take them down. I knew I could get my escapes. I knew I could win. After the first period, so the last 4 minutes of those matches, I knew I could win. And the second 4 minutes of those matches went totally different than the first two. And I really showed that I should be at the state championships, and I wrestled well. A lot better than I did in the first period, although I had good first periods. I was winning. In the semifinals, the coin toss again was the for some reason the confidence builder that I needed to win in the semifinals. I was wrestling a guy that took second in the state as a junior. When I was knocked out my junior year and I'm watching the state finals, I'm watching this guy who I thought was not my peer. I never thought I would be able to be in the same circle as him and compete with him. You know, he signed with the Big Ten. He was undefeated going into the semifinal match. And, you know, I really had a good first period with him, but I couldn't finish a takedown. And I felt like it's because I'm not supposed to be taking this guy down. He's at this level, I'm at this level. I kept getting in because I was aggressive. I couldn't finish a takedown. He gets in on one takedown and he finishes it like that. I rolled over like somebody who wasn't very confident. I get my escape, and it's the end of the first period, and I'm down 2-1. I'm looking in my corner. My assistant coach is like, "What are you doing? You should be winning this match. You've been in on those legs 3 times. You should be winning 6-2." He yells to me, and I'm like, "Sure, coach. You know, I'm wrestling, the number 1 ranked guy." I get the choice. I win the coin toss, and I defer to him. I've watched him wrestle a few times. I know he's really good on his feet. I know he picks neutral. His dad's in the corner. His dad's his coach. It's his choice, and he picks down. When he picked down, all I could think about was what my assistant coach said in between periods is, "You should be winning this match on your feet." And I'm like, why is he picking down? Maybe my coach is right. Maybe I am winning this match on my feet, even though I'm down 2-1. And I started to gain confidence. Of course, I give up an escape later in the period, and this is 28 years ago, but the way I remember it, I've never seen the video, I take him down. I blow him off his feet on a reshot, and I go into the third period with choice, tied 3-3. At this point, I've already earned an escape on him in the first period, and I know in my mind I can win this match. I never felt that before then, but my confidence went through the roof going into that third period. And back then, in 1990 in Michigan, the scoreboard was hanging above the center mat. You could not see the time, and I didn't know how much time was left, and I was wrestling this match, very strategically. And of course, I hit the right reversal at the right time, and I won the semifinal match. And I was the first wrestler in my school's history ever to make the state finals. Great day, great memory. I think back about that day often, and I'm sure all you guys in the wrestling world that are past their prime like me do that too. But what I really want to think about for the kids that are wrestling this weekend is what was going through my mind the day before my best wrestling day ever. What was going through my mind the day before the state championship my senior year? I know that I had my first loss at the regional tournament, and I came into states with a loss, not undefeated. I know that helped me. There was a load off my shoulders. I was looking at the bracket. I was just another third seed out of a 16-man bracket, and that helped me relax and feel less pressure. I remember that. I remember thinking, I've been in the state championship before. I don't care about the crowd. I remember the confidence that I had over that I didn't have when I was a junior. But I never really had the confidence to feel like I could be a state champ. If I could go back to that day, if I could get into a time capsule, and I'm back, it's the night before the state finals, 28 years ago, I think that I I know I would have went into those matches so confident. I would have attacked. I would have been smiling. I would have been so excited for those matches. There would have been no nerves. I would have already known I can win a state championship because we're going back in time. You know, I got to the cusp. I got to the finals against a kid I had a win over previously in my career, and I lost badly. But I know in my heart that I've beaten everybody in this chart. Now, since then, I've beaten everybody in the chart. If I could go back to that day in a time machine, I would have been banging and shooting and hustling to the center. I would have been clapping. Every time we went out of bounds, I'd have been clapping going back to the center. I would have been the first. I'm so excited. I would be so excited to wrestle these matches. Now I want you as my guys, you know, Joey, Steve, all of you guys that have been working hard, KP, that are wrestling in this tournament, to think of yourself as this 40-year-old has-been who had a chance to go back in time. But it's your present. Like right now, it's your present. Right now is the night before the best day of your wrestling career. What are you going to do? You're not a gray-haired old man thinking about what could have been. You actually have that mat in front of you. You get to put your foot on the line. You get to put your legacy on the line, literally on the line. I hope that you're excited for this. Like you're fired up. You're like a cannonball just waiting for someone to light the fuse in this cannon just so you can go off and enjoy this day. Wrestle like it's the best day of your life, because it will be if you wrestle like that. Don't be satisfied with making it. Think about your quarterfinal match against a guy who maybe you've never beaten or you lost to, and you're like, if I beat this guy, I'm going to have a shot at the number one ranked guy. I am excited to have this shot against the number one ranked guy. Instead of, oh no, I got to wrestle this tough guy in the quarters. It's how you look at it. You look at this challenge that's in front of you, this guy that's stepping on the line against you, as the biggest opportunity for greatness. Today can be your best wrestling memory ever. You have 24 hours to go into that match with the mindset that you can make it happen. You can make it happen. We've watched 3 number one ranked undefeated guys in the NCAA lose in the same week. One was a world champion, the best wrestler pound for pound in the world. Got beat. Anyone can get beat. You go out there, you hustle, you move your feet, you do what you do best, and enjoy the moment. Today's your day. Today's the night before the best wrestling day of your life. I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll see you tomorrow.